You don't speak Spanish or no hablas inglés? No problem. We have included subtitles for English, Spanish, Portuguese and French. Living forever or being able to teleport yourself? What were some adventures that you, like extraordinary situations that you faced during this trip? Did you get grades for the exam or did everyone pass? How did you save up the money and how did your classmates do this? Introvert or extrovert?
I think super extroverted and super social.
Sex or chocolate?
Both. Okay, I would say sex.
Cat or dog?
Cat.
Big city or small town life?
Big city for now.
Friends with benefits or stable relationship?
Yeah, I would say stable relationship.
Hawaii or Alaska?
Hawaii.
Hello Bori, welcome to Getting to Know Humanity. Thank you very much for participating in this project. So Bori, can you introduce yourself?
So my name is Borbála, but my nickname is Bori. I'm from Hungary, Budapest, and I'm 23 years old. I am actually interested in pedagogy, so I've been working with teenagers and adults who have certain difficulties with learning or behavior, and I believe in people.
Okay, so you told me that you have traveled with a bus and a group of 10 people through Africa. Can you tell the exact countries from where to where you traveled to?
Yeah, so we started from Denmark. We traveled through Europe, so Germany and Luxembourg and France and Spain, and then we crossed the Mediterranean Sea to Morocco with a ferry, and then we crossed Morocco, Western Sahara, Mauritania, Senegal, the Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau.
What kind of school is it? Like, what kind of university is it? Like, and how did they come up with this?
With this such a program?
Yeah.
The school is in Denmark, and how it was founded, it was in the 70s when a group of teachers decided that they want to teach in a different way and they wanted to travel with their students, so they started to organize trips to Asia with a bus.
Where were the people from?
My classmates, my team. Yeah, so we are 10. 2 of us are from Hungary, there's one girl from Czech, Italy, Spain, France, Wales, England, Latvia, Lithuania.
All right, cool. Who organized to which destinations you will go first? Who decided where you go to, like that you crossed all these countries?
The first criteria is that we go on land with a bus. So for this, previous teams helped us to design the road, like where we can stop, which cities are where they were going.
How long did the travel took altogether?
It was 4 months. Actually, we were really lucky with Corona because we came back in 2020 March and we crossed the border between Morocco and Spain on the 6th of March, and on the 8th everything closed. So we were running with time to get back.
Like Corona didn't affect your travels?
No. It all like became super serious when we reached.
So you told me that you have traveled with a bus and a group of 10 people through Africa.
Exactly.
Can you please tell the story about it?
Yes, so this bus tour is a part of my study program because it's an alternative bachelor degree where in the first year we have a study travel. It's for 4 months and we buy a bus, a size of a Flixbus, so it's quite huge. And we transform it into our living space and into our classroom.
Like, how did you find the bus and did you sell it afterwards? Because I can imagine like people buying this.
How we found it was there was a guy that sold this type of bus to a team before, and we had his contact. So we contacted him and asked, "Oh, do you have another bus?" And he had one. This guy who we bought the bus from he was a bus driver and he's working with selling and buying buses basically. So we went to his place and checked actually many buses, and then we found this one that we bought. It was a bit more expensive than the other ones, but the engine was really good, and that's something important because other teams before they were broken down so many times, and that's something like that takes a lot of time and effort to fix the bus. And I mean, it's also a learning experience, but this bus was something more like an investment. So also we paid like half and half, so our team paid half of it and the institution, the school, paid the other half.
And how come there hasn't been a bus before, like from other
Yeah,
teams?
because the other bus that they had was so broken that when they were coming back, the German police even stopped them, like, you cannot continue, man. It was so broken, like, really, that was not possible to fix. So we needed to go to the scrapyard. That's why we needed to buy a new one.
Do you remember how much was the bus?
Wow. Maybe a year ago I would have remembered, but so many things happened.
More or less.
I think it was one person, like, whole payment. I think it was around this 60,000 Danish kroner. But then also there are some additional fees, like buying the insurance for the bus that cost. And we also need to buy this paper, Carnet de Passage for Senegal.
Where did you get your food?
So before we crossed to the continent, we went to a huge shop and we bought a lot of dry food, like pasta and rice and a lot of conserves. And food we were trying to find from markets. So we were trying to find like veggies and fruits that were really easy to find and cook with, and also eggs and bread.
A couple of practical questions.
Yes.
Like, who drove the bus actually? Like your teacher?
Yes. So we had two teachers, and both of them, they did a driving license.
How much money did you spend on that travel, or how much did you save up?
60,000 per person.
All right. So 60,000 krones, right?
Yeah, per person.
Can you tell us about like what your daily life, like every day, like
How it looked like?
Yes.
Yeah. So it really depended on the country where we were. But I can say in every country that we visited, we did one research that is related to our studies for 1 week. So for that 1 week, we were divided into couples and we went out with one backpack and with a plan, what do we want to learn about. We always had a destination where we want to reach, a city or a place.
Can you go a bit more into detail how your daily life would look like?
In this place, yeah. Actually, it's also quite special because it's a community. Mm-hmm. So it's a college, but the campus is located in the nature. And in this community, we have like daily rhythm. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. And then we have evening programs together. So every day it's something different. We have sports, we have some cultural evenings, we have board games, we have cinema. And then we have political evenings where someone can bring a discussion or an issue and we would talk about it. I would say it's a quite different lifestyle.
How did you save up the money and how did your classmates do this?
We have the possibility in the campus to work in one of the care homes. I worked there as a pedagogue assistant, so I was helping to create the daily program for them, also spend a lot of time with them, getting to know them, and also practical things, cooking, taking care of the place.
Okay, great. What were some adventures that you, like extraordinary situations that you faced during this trip?
Experience with crossing border where we almost lost a super important document while we were waiting for getting off the ferry between Mauritania and Senegal, and there were many people who wanted to help us to cross. Unfortunately, we gave it to someone who brought it to a place where we almost couldn't find it, and we didn't even know the guy. Okay, who do we need to search for right now? But we were super lucky, and we found the officer, and we found the right paper, and we crossed. But there were some really stressful moments there.
Did you have any dangerous situations sometime? Like, did someone try to rob you or steal you or something?
Yeah, there was an unfortunate situation where we left the bus open for the night. A few bags disappeared in the morning, and it was one of our teacher's laptop also. So that was not a nice experience, but it was also our fault why we left the door open. But actually my bag, like they took my bag and then they saw that it's only clothes, so they left it somewhere and we found it.
How did you do it, like with taking showers and all the other?
When we were lucky and we found like a toilet, there is a tap inside with a bucket. So I went in with my towel and my shower gel or soap. I poured a bucket of water on me and started to shower in the toilet. It was a hole anyway, so the water was going down.
Can you remember what you thought when you first heard about this project or this program?
Yeah, like I thought, okay, wow, it is possible.
What did your parents say when you told them that you will do that?
Well, They were not super happy. My mom was like, why so far away? But they also, as they got to know more and more of it, and they also visited me, they understood that, okay, this is actually some really interesting experience that I'm getting right now. So right now they are supporting me.
All right. And did you have like exams or something?
Yeah, we had
on
exams.
the travel?
Yeah, on the travel. No, we didn't have exam on the travel, but we had a deadline on the travel, like a deadline where we needed to upload everything.
All right. Can you give an example of such an exam?
Okay, so I can talk about my last one. It was about contemporary Europe. We had many topics that we learned together in the subject, and 24 hours before the exam we picked one. We picked one of the topics and we had 24 hours to prepare for it. So some people picked about climate change or media influence, and I picked about just how would I teach this subject in a school? Like, how would I teach about our contemporary Europe?
Did you get grades for the exam, or did everyone pass?
We have grades. They are trying to translate it into the European point system. So in the end, in our diploma, you will see the subject and you can see the points also, like how much ECT or this kind of points it's worth. But personally, me, I don't really study for the grades, so I'm there for the experience and for
Of
the
course,
people.
yes. I think so. Since you passed like 4 months, like in really very close to 10 other people or 9 other people,
Yeah.
did any relationships form? Or like some couples, or I don't know?
It's very funny because we are almost all girls. So there was like one relationship, but they were already kind of liking each other before. So I mean, they came close in the travel, and they became like a couple. But it was also kind of up and down, I would say. Like, it's not easy to
be traveling and
be in the same space with a lot of people all the time. So I would say more friendships than relationships.
Did you go also like to nightclubs or something when you crossed like Spain or Germany or all these?
No, we have these frames that we don't drink or we don't consume alcohol.
Did you have like bonfire nights? I guess a lot. No?
Yeah, we had fire. Yeah, there was super nice evening where we made fish on the fire, and it was like really beautiful next to the river.
My last question: what's one thing that you would say all humanity has in common, or all humans have in common?
Apart from that, we breathe and eat. I think is that we all wish to live a happy or fulfilling life, and to have meaningful connections, to not be alone.
Really, thank you very much for the interview. It was really great.
Yeah, I'm happy to be part.
Hope to see you maybe in a couple of months or in a year to make a second part.
Yeah, it'd be great. If I have another incredible story, I wish.
Thank you so much for watching this video and for your support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much.